Hi. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. It's just Ellie today. We got a solo episode because I feel like I need to call some of you out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be aggressive today. Choosing violence, and you know what? You're welcome. We're just gonna get straight into it today. Um, we've been talking a lot about wellness recently on this show. We've been on a little wellness kick recently, and it's been super fun. Jill and I have had a lot of fun with it. You guys seem to be having a lot of fun with it. I love that you love it. I feel like I personally am in my wellness, peace, regulation little era. Those are kind of my main focuses right now. And it's been fun because I feel like our vision for the show has kind of shifted a little bit with us as we have shifted into that season. It's kind of fun because the show is growing as we grow as people and we all get to grow together, and it's just a big ol' community of growth. And I mean that's the real intention here. But when Jill and I first started this show, the intention behind it was to be aggressive in our approach with things. And it was to be aggressive in the way that we communicate some of these things. And that you shouldn't make any excuses and you should get up and work as hard as you possibly can every single day because that's what your best self would do and that's what you deserve. And I feel like we've kind of learned as we've gone that there's kind of a point to that to an extent, but maybe it's not necessarily about doing more, being harder. Maybe it's just about being better. So we've kind of adjusted some things a little bit. I feel like my intention has shifted a little bit away from aggressive, rah, rah, do better, do harder, do more, to hey, let's do better. Let's challenge this toxic glorification of hustle culture and kind of redefine what success looks like because the hustle culture is failing you. And if this is about success, then let's focus on efficiency and optimization and high performance habits that are actually going to work in your favor. Maybe it's not about being aggressive in the approach. But maybe it's about being aggressive in the pursuit of becoming your best self, but in a way that's strategic and sustainable and is intentional, and it's about the result. It's not just about doing more. It's not just about doing things harder. It's about doing a better job at doing what matters, right? The goal is to level up and to be better. And if we need to kind of change our approach a little bit to really hit the nail on the head with that one, then we're going to. So, we've kind of learned that optimization is better than the rah rah aggressive, do harder things. It's about making it easier on yourself. It's making success easier. It's making high performance easier. It's making it a little bit more attainable for you guys so that you don't feel like you have to be super intense and aggressive and that these things are out of reach. So, we've talked so much about all kinds of things throughout the last few months that we've been doing this. And I think we've all kind of learned that peak success, as you might say, is an accumulation of all of the things that we've talked about: the goals, the habits, the action steps, the boundaries, the standards, the systems, your nervous system, all of the things. I want to start this new little shift in the vision and the intention by talking about wellness and what it looks like to practice wellness and how to practice wellness in a way that actually works and all of those good things. It's great because the wellness world is expanding. It's kind of trending right now. We've got the Maha movement going. Everyone cares a lot about moving their bodies, and Whole Foods can't keep the coconut cult in stock. And all of this is great. I love that we are all on the same page about wanting to be the best version of ourselves. That's what this community is here for. I love it so much. But we need to talk. I need to call some of you guys out for a second. We got to be aggressive today. If your goal is efficiency or strategy or peak health and wellness, I'm going to need you to listen to me loud and clear when I say this. Hear me loud and clear. You are not going to get the results that you are looking for out of your wellness journey if you are picking and choosing which of the things you want to apply to your life and practice as a part of your habits. If you're not willing to commit to the full thing, stop acting surprised when you only have a fraction of the result. Got it? Think like you've got a bowl of Lucky Charms in front of you, okay? Like the cereal. You don't just get to pick out the fun, colorful, cute little marshmallows and then ignore the boring, bland stuff and then expect to be full like you just ate the whole bowl of cereal. You don't just get to pick out the fun, colorful things and then let that be all that you consume and then ignore the rest, neglect the rest, leave everything else on the table, and then be confused about why you're still hungry as if you didn't just eat a few pieces of straight sugar because it was quote unquote fun. You don't get to just pick and choose which of these wellness things you want to apply if your goal is peak health wellness, becoming the best version of yourself. Stop acting surprised that you're still hungry when you're not fueling yourself with the whole meal. And here's what I think a big piece of the problem is. I think too many people are too focused on convenience and making something easy. I think too many people are too focused on finding a product or like a supplement or an addition to make up for what you're not willing to give yourself in the non-negotiables. And little things like a cute trendy jar of probiotic yogurt on at Whole Foods is cuter and it's like more fun and it's more convenient and it's easier than doing the work to be strategic about your diet so that you can eliminate any gut issues before they begin. It's easier to slap that band-aid on because it's cute, colorful, fun, and aesthetic and trendy than it is to like do the work behind the scenes to avoid the problem before it happens. Let me be so clear when I say that a single product is not going to set the foundation of optimal health. You cannot out supplement your way out of a bad diet. You cannot out caffeinate your way around poor sleep. You cannot out diet a lack of movement, and you can't out move your way out of a chaotic, unregulated mind. You can't make up for something that you're not giving yourself by giving yourself something else, right? We have these things as the foundation. These we call them non-negotiables for a reason. Your four non-negotiables, talk about these all the time: sleep, movement, nutrition, and the regulation of your nervous system. If your sleep is awful, a a mug of tea before bed's not going to do anything for you. If your sleep is awful, no amount of caffeine is going to actually set your body up to be successful. If your diet is awful, no amount of supplements are going to make up for that. If you don't move your body, nothing that you can do in your morning meditation is going to make up for that. You have to be okay with doing the behind the scenes work. And when we talk about doing the work and showing up for yourself, this is where that idea comes to play. So, like I talked about in the beginning, maybe it's not about being aggressive in terms of pushing yourself too hard. Maybe it's about being aggressive in the pursuit of becoming your best self. And this is where you don't get to make excuses. And this is where you show up and you put in the work. And this is where your focus goes. It's not about putting things on your Amazon wish list. It's not about making your Whole Foods trip to go get your cute little trendy supplements. It's not about figuring out what you can add on top of your routine. It's about figuring out what you're trying to make up for and then addressing that issue at the foundation, right? We call these level one non negotiables the foundation, the base of the pyramid for a reason. There's a reason I didn't say that your supplements are at the foundation. There's a reason I didn't say your morning coffee is at the foundation, right? Your non negotiables are the foundation, and nothing that you can buy, add, or supplement is going to make up for your lack of attention to the non negotiables. You need to get really, really comfortable giving that your first attention. That is why we call them the priority. That is why we call them the non negotiable. Your nutrition is your diet, not the supplements. Your sleep is your sleep quality, not your caffeination consumption the next day, right? Do we understand what I'm getting at here? Wellness is not, you guys, here's the thing. You guys have let the wellness world become overtaken by consumerism. You, like the internet and the world and wellness as a trend, has spun things to make you feel like you need to constantly be doing more. You need to add more. You need to buy more. You need this new product, and this new gummy by Kourtney Kardashian is going to fix your mood, and this new yogurt by this brand is going to fix your bloating, and this new red light is going to totally make sure, like, totally eliminate your anxiety. Like, you have been convinced. This is what marketing is, guys. You are a victim of consumerism if you think that a single product that you can buy is going to fix something that you're dealing with. You don't need more to be taking care of your foundation. These are the things that are at your core. Why do you think that you need to go buy something, or that something that you can find at Whole Foods or on Amazon is going to fix something? If you really truly want peak health or peak energy or peak performance, you need to stop looking for the quick fixes and start executing the things that are the basics at a high level. Stop neglecting the foundation. Stop neglecting the non negotiables. Start executing there efficiently, effectively, strategically, and at a high level so that that is solid. Optimization is not about adding more, it's about mastering the essentials. It's about really making sure that you can execute the non negotiables well. It's not that you need another product, you need a real commitment to your wellness journey. No coconut coal is going to get you where you want to go. Your New Year's resolution wasn't to buy more products, it was to be the best version of yourself. So be really honest about whether or not you have been honest in your pursuit of doing that. Is this about trying to buy things to become the best, or is this about getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, and doing the work that it's going to take to become the best? Stop buying it, start building it. Got it? Don't let consumerism and marketing and the internet and social media and TikTok and trends trick you into thinking that you can't be healthy without these things. Because that's so far from the truth. Now, granted, I will be honest, I love my additions to things. I love my red light. I take coconut cold every once in a while. I love my supplements. Like, I love the additions, but they only work because they're additions. So, that the supplements that I take aren't going to do anything if my nutrition is out of line. If I'm eating the most ridiculous, if I eat fast food for every single meal, it doesn't matter that I'm taking the fish oil in the morning. Like it doesn't. If I'm spending time doing my morning meditation to regulate my nervous system and calm down, like that's really great that I do that. But it doesn't matter if my nervous system isn't regulated and my cortisol is through the roof because I'm so chronically stressed because my lifestyle is not something that brings me peace. They're additions. They're great to have, but they're not going to do anything if you're neglecting the non negotiables. So stop putting all of your trust in something that you can buy and start putting your time and attention and energy towards building these things for yourself. You hear me? Are we good? Are we on the same page about this? I love you, and I know that was kind of aggressive, but get honest about this stuff, guys. Be real here. This is an excuse. This is where we need to take extreme ownership. If you are delaying your start to your wellness journey, or you're kind of half assing it just a little bit because you feel like you need something that you don't have, like take the ownership, do what you can with what you have, build this for yourself, strengthen the foundation, and then add on top of that once your non negotiables and your foundation are solid, solidified, and non negotiable. Stop negotiating the non negotiables because you don't have the product that the internet tells you that you need. This is a little bit of a shorter episode, but I think it was good. I think we addressed everything that I needed to address. Stop buying it, start building it. If you have any questions for me about how to do this and how to actually become solid in the non-negotiables and build that solid foundation without the extra products that the internet tells you that you need, shoot me a DM. Let me know. You can DM me on our Instagram. You can DM me on my personal account. I'm here for you guys. Would love to answer any questions, comments, concerns that you guys have. Otherwise, stop making excuses. Stop buying things. Start building it. Do what you got to do to become the best version of yourself. And we will see you on Sunday back with Jill with a fantastic new episode that you guys absolutely are not ready to hear. Love you. See you soon.